Hi fellow dog fanciers, welcome back to a new episode of the life and the adventures of Eris, the Whippet puppy. I was reminded, rightfully so, that I should introduce myself before the video starts for new viewers. I am Adriana, you can also call me Adi for short. I am owned by 8 Whippets, and in fact I've been owned by Whippets for 15 years. I make breed specific videos as well as others on various dog and animal topics. If you enjoy this type of content and you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate if you do. This, believe it or not, supports the channel a lot, and you will also not miss a video whenever I upload. Today I'll tell you about Eris's first walk in the shopping mall, her very first dog shows, and also how her freedom around the house was going. But before that, I feel the need to insert a huge disclaimer. Eris is a Whippet pup with 1 in a million easygoing temperament. I know that many of you adore how well-behaved and laid-back she is. But please know that this is a result of numerous factors and not all Whippet puppies are like her. In fact, in my years of experience, I've never owned or even met one that's quite like her. We've also had our fair share of challenges, and I will make a separate video on that. But please don't look at her thinking that every single Whippet puppy is just as well behaved and laid back as she is. In addition to that, the purpose of my channel is not to promote Whippets. It is for educational and entertainment purposes, and also to help people who own Whippets or such that are seriously considering to get one of these dogs. Owning a dog, and especially one that is a representative of a particular breed, is a privilege and not a right. The moment a breed becomes commercial is the moment this breed is completely destroyed. This is not the purpose of my channel. Now that I got all of this out of the way, let's get started with today's video. Since we gave Eris the freedom to walk around the house whenever she wants, and she got used to this new routine, we stopped returning her to the puppy pen during the day altogether. She learned to sleep outside, the other Whippets started to trust her more and more, so the only times she returned back to the puppy pen was during feeding time or in the evening with me to sleep. We once made a little experiment to see if she will go anywhere during the night, so we left the gate of the pen open, but no, she didn't go anywhere and she slept through the whole night as always. She enjoyed her freedom very much, and like the little explorer she is, she wanted to know everything about everything, and no secrets could be kept from her. Sometimes she came across a new object which to her was a terrifying, bloodthirsty, puppy-eating beast. In this case, the beast was a hairbrush. By that time, she also started to turn into my personal Velcro dog that needed an instant explanation of where I've been, where I'm going, is she invited, she must be invited, what am I going to do next, can she do it as well, and so on. And that's how I live ever since. Help me. Being used to her strict schedule, at 10:30 in the evening we went to bed. If I was late, she came to wait on my favorite sitting spot in my room. That's because she always knew where to find me. One afternoon we took her to a dog-friendly shopping mall. That was the perfect place for her to see a lot of people in the same area and to ignore them. Not that she was ever interested in old people, but it was a good exercise to teach her she must be polite and walk on a loose leash next to me when we walk by people. In my opinion, everything went great. Then it was finally time for her first show. We woke up at 6 a.m., which is way too early for the little baby to get up. She never gets up so early and was shocked to discover I was missing from bed at such an unusual time. She came to look for me upstairs and continued to sleep on the usual spot. In the car, she was feeling great. She always was and still is perfect during car rides. She's calm and she sleeps. She doesn't care where we're going and when we will get there because she knows it must be somewhere fun and exciting as always. At the show we had our tent with soft pillows, but she never wanted to stay inside for too long. She wanted to be outside to watch the other dogs and make friends. And she didn't care about the microphone, the music, all the whining or barking dogs and all the people. She was just as calm and relaxed as she was at any other familiar place. Before I show you footage from her first show ever, I just want to explain something. She was 5 months old at the time and she was entered in a class which under FCI shows is known as baby class or minor puppy class for dogs that are between 3 and 6 months of age. At this point, while I would love for her to win because she is stunning, she deserves it, and I'm a Leo, therefore I'm competitive, what's most important for me is to give her a great experience and to show her that dog shows can be a fantastic place. And also that there are many other dogs at the same place that are barking, whining, stressed, that don't like it there. But why should we care about others when we're there to have fun? So everything other than that is a bonus for me. She couldn't have been more relaxed in the ring with this stranger, Mr. Judge. She got a little startled when he reached to check her bite and teeth, but we handled it well and we were back on track. I don't think she even realized that's anything different than what we've practiced at home or in the park, and I've only taught her through positive methods, games, and love. She was awarded Best Baby in her breed, after which we went to the big ring to compete against all of the other puppies that were best in their breed for a competition which is known as Best in Show Baby. That's where she ended up second. The whole day I was so proud of her, how well she behaved and how great she did that I could have cried. And she made many new dog and human friends as well. Overall, I achieved exactly what I wanted and I managed to make this a great, fun and relaxed experience for her. And for any of you who believe that dog shows are cruel, we force our dogs to go there and we do it only for the money. First of all, yeah, we spend so much money on traveling, hotels, entry fees to go to a single dog show, but we earn so much back in the form of a big fat nothing. And by far you must know my dogs are so abused and forced to show, I have no idea how they still love me. In all seriousness, are there show dogs that are abused? Absolutely. Are there dogs that have never stepped a foot at a dog show that are abused and mistreated? Absolutely. Enough said. A week later, we went to her second show in a different country this time, and that time around she was not startled by the judge, even though we don't have it on video. She became best baby of breed again, and I was once more so proud of how chill she was, as this was a busier, louder show than the previous one, but she couldn't care less. To be honest, This was the worst show I've ever been at, and for 17 years I've had my fair share of shows in different countries. That's why I don't have so much footage from there, because all I cared about was to go home as soon as possible while making Puppy happy in the meantime. It was held in the woods, which was a good idea in terms of shade and coolness for the dogs that were there, but I couldn't get over the ticks that were falling from the trees and the mutant bugs that I didn't even know existed that were crawling and flying around. I couldn't wait to get out of there and just go home. I think this video is long enough now, so I'll wrap it up here. And next time I will tell you about everything that happened in between the two shows and after. Have a great weekend and a fantastic week afterwards, and I will see you next week with a new video. Bye bye!